Nadia and welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to tell my story with vitiligo. So we're gonna get straight into it. 2 years ago I started to have a small white spot like right here on my cheek next to my nose, and I noticed it, but I couldn't remember anything happening for it to be there. And after a few months I went to the doctor because I was like, I don't know what this is, it's not going away, I don't think it was a scratch, like I don't know what happened. And she said, oh, it's a rash, I can tell by the skin around it, or the raised skin or whatever around it. And I think she gave me a topical prescription trying to like get rid of it, but it didn't really go away. It also didn't look like a rash. So I just kept going on about life, and there would be times where it looked bigger than usual and sometimes it looked smaller than usual, but I wasn't doing anything different. And all I remembered was that the doctor, like a PCP is the one that said that it was a rash. So in my mind I'm like, okay, well, she said it's a rash, it's not really going away, I don't know what else it could be. So I didn't do much else with it. After a couple years go by, I noticed the spot itching and like growing a little bit. I'll probably try to add pictures if I can figure out how to edit. But to show y'all what the progression looked like. So it started to itch a little bit, or it like tingled. It felt just like, imagine this as a feeling. That's what it felt like. And I noticed after a little bit it was looking a little bigger, and I finally decided to go to a dermatologist because I'm like, I don't understand what this is. Obviously it's skin and it was on my face, and since the PCP didn't properly diagnose it, I figured I would go ahead to the specialist. So I went, and they used this light on my skin, and she said it was to see how the pigment was looking, if it was completely gone, or if there was still some there. And with the light she saw that in the spot that was there, that the pigment was completely gone at the time. And she said it could be vitiligo, or it could be something else that was more serious, like something to do with a possible liver disease or something like that. I don't remember the name of that, but she prescribed me Opsilora. I didn't bring it over here, but she did prescribe me that and told me to come back in 30 or 60 days. So I was using it every day. I think it was twice a day that I was supposed to put it on the spot, and it didn't help. It actually continued to grow. So this side, it grew into a larger spot, and then another spot was developing here. I started to see a piece growing or developing on this side as well, and then like spot over my eyebrow and a spot over here by my cheekbone. And I didn't go to that first follow-up appointment, but I did end up making another appointment like 6 months later because I noticed all these things spreading or growing and the ointment wasn't doing anything. And when I went, I had a different doctor for that appointment, and he looked at the previous pictures, saw that it had progressed, and decided to start with stronger ointments, and which I'm going to show you in a second. And then he also prescribed me 30 minutes of sunlight a day. So that started in July. I went for a follow-up in August, and the spots had significantly decreased, and since then they've gone down even more to where I'm pretty much back to my normal skin color. And yeah, so I wanted to share this because maybe, I don't know, somebody's like me and you don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. I had an initial prescription and it didn't work. I didn't know what else could be done. I thought I was just going to you know, have to continue with the spots growing. I didn't know what the options were. So I wanted to make this video, one, to show my results, and two, maybe to give you a type of ointment to ask for, maybe when you go to the dermatologist, or, you know, just to share my story. So I got 2 ointments this time. The first time I only had the Opsilora, and it was just the 1 prescription. I didn't take any oral medications or anything like that. I still, at this time, don't take any oral medications. I just use these 2 ointments. So one of them is tacrolimus. So this is it. And this one I use 5 days a week, once a day. And the other one is clobetasol propionate. I don't know, baby. This is the other one though, and I use this one twice a week. So basically one of them I use Monday through Friday, and the other one I use on Saturday and Sunday, just once a week on the spots. He did say that if I notice that they went away, to continue using it for at least a couple more weeks. I'm probably just gonna continue using it until I go back. But I also do get my 30 minutes of direct sunlight a day. So since it's been summer, the sun is pretty much out every day. There was a period where it rained almost every day that week, and I was getting a little nervous. But I started walking in my neighborhood for 30 to 45 minutes a day, so that's where I get my sunlight from. But sometimes I might lay out, you know, whatever ways. He did say that, because I asked what am I supposed to do when it's like winter time, or when the sun is out less, or when it's raining a lot like it had been for a week or so. And he said that they do have some light therapies that they can do in office, or that they can recommend for those times. But right now, direct actual sunlight is best, so that's what I've been doing. So if I could figure out editing, I would have already put pictures of my previous spots and the progression of them, but here's my face now. So the spots were here, so you can see that it's pretty small now, and this side is where the other part started as well. The small spots that were here are pretty much gone, and also above my eyebrow, it's like really light. So like I said, it's pretty much back to where it was before, praise the Lord. And that's, I mean, you know, that's no shade, it's my face, and I would prefer it to be like this. Prayerfully, this will continue to work and it won't progress, but if it does, he did say that there are stronger treatments that we could try, or oral medications and steroids. But he did say that because it's on my face, that it had a higher chance or ability for repigmentation. So I'm guessing if it were to show up or started in different areas, it would be harder to repigment. So he did mention that, so I'm not sure, you know, if that's helpful. But that's my story. It's been, like I said, maybe 2 or 3 years from when it started, and it progressed for whatever reason last year. I did read just from some internet research that it could increase or progress due to stress or things like that. So it was kind of a hard year. It was a little bit of a hard year last year. But thankfully I went to see a dermatologist, and sorry y'all, my phone ran out of storage and I had to delete stuff. Anyways, I hope to help somebody. I just wanted to share my story, and yeah, like, subscribe, comment if this helped you, or if you've had a similar experience, or what your experience with vitiligo is or was, and I'll see y'all next time.